Today I'm showing you an everyday wearable red lip look starting with Dermablend products, because to me, if you have a natural eye and really good skin, you can rock a red lip any day of the week. I'm actually combining 3 requested videos from you guys into this one video because I wore this look in another video and you guys wanted to know how I got it, so I'm doing that for you today. I also talked about the Dermablend Flawless Creator Drops a few months ago and you wanted to know more about those, so I'm showing you a little bit about those today. And more recently in a favorites video, I talked about the Dermablend Illuminating Banana Powder and how much I'd been liking it, and you wanted to see how I applied it and know more about that. In the meantime, Dermablend reached out to me to see if I wanted to partner with them to tell you guys more about this powder, and since I already like it, I thought, why not? You can get really nice coverage without any weight with these products and rock a really great red lip in the process. So to see what I have going on today, just keep watching. The Flawless Creator Drops are a really great product. I was actually shocked at how little it takes to get good coverage. You really only need 2 to 3 to 4 drops, really depending on what kind of coverage you want. You can use a couple of drops and get moderate coverage, or use more and get more coverage. I really didn't have a lot on the back of my hand, and you can see how much coverage I get from these drops. They feel completely weightless on the skin. They did win a 2018 Allure Best of Beauty Award for a reason. They are super lightweight, they're oil-free, they're great for sensitive skin, and if you do have some skin issues, it's nice to have a product that does give you full coverage without emphasizing the texture. They're never cakey on the skin, they just make your skin look better. I'm really glad to have discovered this product. I've actually mixed this in with other foundations and used it by itself, but again, it's really nice and lightweight. It just makes the skin look really healthy. I have 2 shades here. I have 37W and 25N. I've just been mixing the 2. Okay, so we've already applied our foundation, our concealer, and all that good stuff, and now it's time for powder. I always look for a setting powder that is not going to alter the shade of my foundation, and a lot of tinted powders tend to do that. I know I already said this in my favorites video if you already saw that, but just to reiterate, I tried banana powder years ago and I just never really liked the way they looked on my skin. I always felt like they just added a little bit too much heaviness, or they just changed the shade of my foundation, especially underneath my eyes. This one is different. It's got a light yellow tint and it does have some luminosity to it. That's why it's called Illuminating, but I find that it's really flattering, and it's supposed to be flattering universally on all different skin tones. It never looks ashy or anything like that. It is good for sensitive skin like mine. It just gives a nice, warm, luminous finish to the skin, and it does set your makeup for up to 16 hours, which is pretty phenomenal, especially when you live in a warm, humid climate like I do. I use a sponge sometimes I use a brush. I'm not one to ever bake with powders. I usually do a little mini bake. That's kind of what they recommend, to let it set for 2 minutes and then brush it away. I've found that I can do this underneath my eyes and it doesn't emphasize any texture or anything like that, or I can just dust it on with a brush. Either way, I find that contrary to a lot of setting powders, that when I let this set on my face, it adds to the luminosity. So if you want more of a glow, I would definitely recommend to do that little mini bake with it and then dust it away. If you want to just set, brushing it on and dusting it away pretty quickly will lessen that luminosity factor but still set your makeup really well. So that's just really a preference. I like it both ways. It just depends on my mood. I feel like this particular powder adds a nice warmth to the skin that my skin needs when I do want to rock a red lip during the day or at night. It gets rid of any sallowness that I have that sometimes interfere with that red lip. I just feel like it makes the skin look healthier and more luminous, and it just adds to that healthy factor that I really like. You can shop for the banana powder down below through the link. I've just really been liking it and I was really surprised. Next, I used a bronzer all over the face. I dusted it on with a big brush just to give more warmth to my skin. I find that I do need a lot of warmth to my skin when I'm wearing a red lip. So I just dusted this all over the face. Didn't go too heavy-handed. I applied it where the sun might naturally hit, on my cheeks, on my forehead, my nose, my chin. I did bring it down to my neck just to even things out there a little bit too. All the products and shades that I use today will be listed down below for you guys. When I wear a red lip, I do tend to use just a more neutral yet brightening shade of blush, like something with peachy undertones that's not necessarily a peach. a natural shade that's not too brown, not too peachy. This one is Tom Ford Inhibition. I really like this shade a lot. I dusted on my cheeks, kind of across my forehead, down my nose, just to add, again, a little more natural glow, natural warmth to the face. I just wanted to keep things looking pretty natural today, aside from the red lip, of course. So I nixed a highlighter. I feel like the powder gives me enough illumination and luminosity, except not too much. It doesn't leave me looking like a disco ball. It doesn't leave me looking greasy or anything like that. That's another thing that I like about it. I used Urban Decay's Naked Petite Heat today. You could use any neutral shades that you have. I just had this one handy. I used Vibrate as my transition shade from the crease kind of up to the brow bone. It's just a little bit deeper than the primer that I had on my eyes already. And then I went back in with my bronzer and used it a little bit more concentrated towards the crease and on the outer corner. And this is all just to give a little bit of depth to the eye so it's not just so one color. And then I used Inhale on my brow bone, my inner corner, and my lid. Kept it very, very simple. I tight lined with a dark brown eyeliner. That's a completely optional step. You don't have to use eyeliner at all if you want to go with a more naked eye. And I guess I did what you'd call an extended tight line. I went in from the top as well, and I kind of smudged it out with a smudger brush. I just like to do that for my particular eye shape. Again, completely optional. I curled my lashes and I went in with mascara, and that's really it for the eyes. A very simple look for a more bold lip. And now for the lip, I do always use a lip liner when I'm doing any kind of a brighter or a bold lip, because it does keep things more confined to that area. It helps prevent bleeding and it helps the lipstick last longer on the lips. So I did line my lips first. Now for a daytime look, you may want to go with a more muted red. An example of this is MAC on Hold. This is a more subtle red that's still really pretty. Or you can go with a bolder, more classic red like NARS Rita, which is what I have on right now. I like them both. I wear them at different times. It's really just your preference and your mood. I'd love to know if you have any favorite red lipsticks, if you do red on a daily basis. For me, all I really need to wear a daytime red lip is good skin and a simple eye, and it just makes it a lot more wearable. I really appreciate Dermablend partnering with me for this video, because I have been really loving these products over the past few months. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed to this channel, I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe button and become part of the family, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.